In September of 2011, a 3-year-old boy went missing when camping with his family. After he was finally found, the story he told was insane. The boy and his family were staying at Fowler's campsite near Mount Shasta, California. Mount Shasta, incidentally, is a place that has long been associated with very bizarre happenings, including claims of underground civilizations, UFO activity, and cryptids. So around 6 p.m. that evening, the boy and his sister are sitting next to each other in their campsite when the sister looks away from him for just a moment and he just disappears. Confused, she gets up and searches around their campsite for him but can't find him, and she alerts the parents who join in the search as well. Frantically, they call his name and they move about, but no trace can be found of him. He just simply vanished. The family dog had also gone missing without a whimper or bark to be heard. Terrified, the family calls authorities and a full-scale search is quickly underway. Not only has the Sheriff's Office and U.S. Forest Service shown up, but volunteers eager to help have also arrived. For over 5 hours, the entire area is searched by dozens of people. Every bush, tree, and rock is searched under, over, and throughout. For over 5 hours, it seems like this kid has disappeared from the face of the earth. But finally, one of the searchers finds the boy lying in a thicket next to a trail that had been searched several times already. He's in good health with barely a scratch on him. The dog is also found, but in a totally different location. Authorities try and ask the boy what happened, but he's unable or perhaps unwilling to articulate for them, and seeing that he is unharmed, they don't push it. All is well, and despite unanswered questions and a bit of confusion, things can go back to normal. And they did. For 3 weeks, things seemed back to normal, until the boy's casual comment opened up a deeper mystery than anyone was ready for. 3 weeks after being found, the boy and his grandmother, who he nicknamed Cappy, her name was Kathy, are hanging out when he suddenly tells her that he doesn't like the other Cappy. Now, of course, she's confused by this comment and tries to get him to clarify, and even in his underdeveloped 3-year-old vocabulary, his explanation chills her to the bone. He says that when he was camping, the other Cappy had appeared and beckoned him into the woods. He described being led into a dark cave filled with spiders, purses, and guns. He also claimed to have seen other people in the cave who were motionless like statues. After a bit, he realized this was not the real Cappy. When she moved, she looked like a robot to him, and he even said she had glowing eyes, though she had the same face and hair as the real Grandma Cappy. Robot Cappy asked him to poop on a piece of paper. When he said he couldn't, she got really upset with him and pushed him out of the cave, where he ended up in the thicket he was found in. Now, you may think that this chilling tale could still maybe be dismissed as the crazy imagination of a 3-year-old. In fact, the boy had told this story just a few days before to his father, and that's exactly what happened. But Grandma Cappy did not dismiss this story of a seeming clone grandma tricking her grandson, and the reason made this tale even more bizarre. The grandmother, Kathy, or Cappy, had her own strange camping experience near Mount Shasta years earlier. She and a friend were sitting around their campfire when they noticed a pair of glowing eyes in the woods. Despite the fact that she said the eyes were glowing red, both her and her friend would settle on the idea that it was just some local wildlife like a deer. Though they were still a bit unsettled by it, they went to bed, her in her own tent and her friend in his camper. The next morning, however, things got all-time strange. Both friends awoke outside, and each had puncture marks on their necks, while both were feeling disoriented and ill. The boy's story, combined with Kathy's memory, and perhaps even with all the other paranormal tales from the area, fuels speculation that there is dark phenomena going on around Mount Shasta. So this story has been retold all over the internet, including Reddit, but it seems to have first been shared through a book series called Missing 411, written by David Paulides. Now, David Paulides is an ex-police detective who has gotten himself very involved in missing person cases all over the world, but especially in the forests and national parks in the United States. He and his team investigate all sorts of disappearances with due diligence, and a read-through of any of his books or a watch of one of his documentaries definitely will enlighten you to the insane, mysterious disappearances that are happening all over.